meeting. Thank you to the Minister for allowing me to make a short contribution. May I begin by congratulating my honourable friend, the member Phillip Lee, for securing this debate. It's a timely debate. The primary reason I am speaking is that Foundem is based in Bracknell, in my constituency. And I'm very proud of this highly innovative UK technology business. And I'm proud that they're at the forefront of challenging Google in this way, because by doing so, they are going into bat for future UK startups, particularly in the IT sector. And I did note, actually, that the government's new Startup Britain site actually has Google on it, giving away AdWords. And I must say my eyebrows were raised by that, and I suspect during when it was launched, Foundem's eyebrows were raised as well. Because when Foundem was launched in 2006, their AdWords were 5p a hit. Overnight, it went to £5 a hit, and as my honourable friend Phillip Lee has pointed out, they slipped down the Google search rankings from 4th to 120th. They were never given a reason for this, and it took them over 3 years to have that turned around. In that period of time, Google search products went up dramatically. A dramatic amount of money was made, and a significant section of that search business was taken by Google. So I would say it's time, actually, that we all got real about this. Ofcom and OFT, they have the necessary Competition Act, they have EU law to support them. I think they need to actually get on with protecting British startups so that they can actually thrive, that there's a fair environment in which they can exist. I note that the CEO of OFT in 2009 was quoted as saying that there was no case for the regulator to challenge the dominance of Google. In the same year, there was an op-ed piece in the New York Times by one of the founders of Foundem, which basically outlined what had happened to them over the preceding 3 years. And I would say that anybody who had actually seen this case, seen this PowerPoint presentation by Foundem, would feel the same way. And I would encourage the Minister to actually meet with Foundem. I know that they've requested to meet with you, and I would encourage you to see this presentation, because it really is quite compelling and totally contradicts the position of the CEO for OFT in 2009. Finally, I'd just like to open this up just a bit broadly in terms of, it's not just about commerce. Commerce obviously is very important, and Foundem's case is based upon commerce. But the principle here is about where we access services, access knowledge, access information. Google provides 95% of searches in Europe. 95%. So if you go there to search for a dishwasher or a new television, you also go there to search for news, for knowledge. So we now have Google doing search products, Google News, Google Health, a Google Bank, and then maybe we might have a Google Dictionary, and later on a Google Religion. I may be overplaying it, but the reality is this company suppressed the growth of a business in my constituency. That's the reality. And I don't think that's in the best interest of this country, and I don't think one company having that amount of power is in the best interest of this country. Google is part of the infrastructure of the internet. That's the reality. If you stopped people on the street and you asked them what is the internet, most of them will review it as starting at a search engine. And 90% of Britons use Google. It is because it has that key place, and it is to be congratulated in achieving such a powerful position in the world economy. But because it has that position, it needs to be subjected to regulation so that companies like Foundem and many others in the future get a fair hearing in the world economy. Thank you.
Again, it's a delight to be serving under your chairmanship.